If you drive a Volkswagen, there's a good chance you're dealing with annoying problems that aren't just how the car is. They're actually caused by settings Volkswagen turns on by default. Some of these features feel modern, but in real life, they can make your car laggy, beep constantly, fight your steering, drain your battery, or even add wear over time. In this video, I'm breaking down 13 Volkswagen features you should disable immediately, and I'll show you exactly why each one is a problem and what changes the moment you turn it off. By the end, your VW will feel smoother, quieter, and honestly more enjoyable to drive. Feature number 13, Auto Start Stop. Disable it. Auto Start Stop is one of those features that looks great on paper. Save fuel, reduce emissions, smart city driving, but in real-world Volkswagen ownership, it's usually just an irritation machine. Here's what actually happens. You pull up to a stop, the engine shuts off, and the moment you want to move again, there's a slight delay while the car restarts. That tiny hesitation is enough to make the car feel less smooth and less predictable, especially in traffic, at roundabouts, or when you're doing quick stop-and-go driving. In some cases, it can also make the cabin feel inconsistent because your climate control and electrical load behave differently when the engine is off. The bigger issue? Over time, frequent restarting can add extra stress to components like the starter system and battery. Volkswagen usually uses a stronger battery for this, but it still gets worked harder than a normal setup. So you end up with a feature that many people hate day to day, and it may increase wear depending on your driving style and conditions. What changes when you disable it? Your VW instantly feels smoother at low speeds. No restart hesitation, no weird dead moment when you want to roll forward, and the car becomes more consistent in stop-and-go traffic. How most VW drivers disable it. On many Volkswagens, there's a dedicated A with a circular arrow. Start, stop button near the shifter or on the dash. Pressing it turns, start, stop off for that drive. Some models will remember your last setting, while others reset every time you restart the car. Feature number 12, Lane Assist Steering Intervention. Turn it off or reduce it. Lane Assist in many Volkswagen models isn't just a warning system. It actively applies steering input. When it's set aggressively, the car can make unexpected corrections that feel like it's fighting your hands, especially on roads with faded markings, tight lanes, construction zones, or when you're simply positioning the car smoothly. Turning it off, or lowering the intervention strength if your VW allows it, instantly makes the steering feel more natural. You keep full control without the car nudging you back, and the drive becomes calmer and more predictable. If you still want some safety support, reduce the intensity and keep only the warning, so you get a heads up without the steering taking over. Feature number 11, Auto High Beam Light Assist. Disable it. Auto High Beam sounds like a smart convenience feature, but in many Volkswagen setups, it changes too often in real conditions. It can switch on around streetlights, react to reflective signs, or hesitate when another vehicle appears, which makes the lighting feel inconsistent and distracting. Disabling it gives you stable, reliable headlights and full control of when high beams are used. Night driving becomes smoother because your lights stop constantly adjusting themselves. The clean setup for most VW drivers is simple. Keep auto headlights if you like the convenience, but switch off auto high beam so the car isn't making those decisions for you. Feature number 10, Front Assist or Collision Warning Sensitivity. Lower it if it's too aggressive. Front Assist is designed to help prevent rear-end collisions, but on many Volkswagen models, the warning sensitivity can be set so high that it triggers alerts when nothing is actually happening, especially in slow traffic, tight city driving, or when a car turns off in front of you and your VW thinks you're not braking fast enough. Dialing the sensitivity down makes a big difference. You still keep the safety system working in the background, but you get fewer unnecessary warnings, fewer sudden panic alerts, and a more relaxed driving experience without the car constantly acting like you're about to crash. For most drivers, lowering sensitivity is the sweet spot. You keep protection, but remove the drama. Feature number 9. Eco Driving Mode Default. Stop letting it dull your car. A lot of Volkswagen models push Eco mode because it looks efficient, but it changes the personality of the car in a way most drivers hate. Softer throttle response, slower acceleration, and a lazy feel when you're trying to merge, overtake, or move quickly in traffic. Switching out of Eco immediately makes your VW feel sharper and more responsive. The throttle becomes more direct, the car reacts the way you expect, and the driving experience feels smoother instead of delayed. If you want a balanced setup, normal is usually the best daily mode. Save Eco for long highway cruising when you're actually focused on fuel savings. Feature number 8. Speed limit warning or traffic sign recognition beeps. Turn it off. This one catches a lot of Volkswagen owners off guard. Your VW reads speed limit signs, then starts warning you with chimes or pop-ups when it thinks you're over the limit. Even if the camera misreads a sign, picks up a service road limit, catches a truck-only sign, or you're simply matching the flow of traffic. The result is a car that feels like it's constantly correcting you, distracting you, and breaking your focus with alerts you didn't ask for. Disabling the speed limit warning immediately makes the cabin quieter and your drive more relaxed. You still drive responsibly, but your VW stops throwing frequent notifications at you over something it often gets wrong in real conditions. This is especially noticeable on city roads, highways with changing limits, and areas with temporary construction signage. In most VW infotainment systems, this sits under driver assistance/assist systems, with names like speed warning, speed limit warning, traffic sign recognition, or intelligent speed assist. Turning off the warning, or at least the audible alert, keeps the useful parts, like sign display, without the constant interruptions. Feature number 7. Auto door unlock or unlock all doors. Change it. Many Volkswagen models are set to unlock all doors the moment you shift into park or open the driver door. It sounds convenient, but it's unnecessary exposure, especially in parking lots, fuel stations, or when you're stopped briefly and someone can access the rear doors instantly. Changing it so only the driver door unlocks first makes the car feel more secure without sacrificing convenience. You still get easy access when you need it, but you control when the other doors unlock. Simple setting, big peace of mind. Feature number 6. Auto rear wiper when reversing. Disable it. Volkswagen enables a setting on many models that automatically activates the rear wiper the moment you shift into reverse, usually if the front wipers are on. In theory, it's meant to improve visibility. In real life, it often turns into an unnecessary wipe at the exact wrong moment. Because reversing is usually quick, that rear wiper ends up dragging whatever's on the glass, dust, road film, dried water spots, straight across the window, leaving streaks and making the rear view messier than before. It's even worse on hatchbacks and SUVs where the rear glass collects dirt fast. Disabling it keeps the rear wiper fully manual, so it only moves when you choose. That means cleaner rear visibility, fewer streaks, and no surprise wipe every time you back into a spot. It's one of those small settings that instantly makes your VW feel less automatic for no reason and more controlled. Feature number 5. Automatic emergency braking intervention. Reduce or disable the harsh part. Volkswagen's emergency braking systems are built for safety, but in many models the intervention can feel overly sensitive in everyday driving, especially in slow traffic, tight parking areas, or when a car ahead turns off and your VW still thinks it's in your path. That's when you get sudden warnings, strong braking reactions, or that uncomfortable moment where the car feels like it's taking control away from you. The goal here isn't to remove safety completely, it's to stop the system from being overly aggressive. When you reduce the intervention level, or disable the braking part while keeping warnings, if your VW allows it. The car becomes calmer and more predictable. You still get alerts if something is genuinely risky, but you avoid unnecessary panic responses that can surprise you and everyone behind you. This one is a huge confidence setting. Once it's adjusted correctly, your Volkswagen feels smoother in traffic, less jumpy in close situations, and far more natural to drive, without the constant feeling that the car might break when you're already in control. Feature number 4, Park Assist or Auto Parking Prompts. Disable the constant pop-ups. On many Volkswagen models, Park Assist is always watching, and it loves to jump in at the worst time, beeping, scanning, and throwing parking suggestions on the screen when you're just creeping through a lot or pulling alongside a curb. Even if you never use Auto Park, the car keeps reminding you that it exists. Turning those prompts off instantly cleans up the driving experience. Your VW stops acting busy every time you pass a space. The infotainment stays focused on what you actually need, and the car feels calmer in slow-speed driving. If you like parking sensors, keep them. Those are genuinely useful. But the constant Park Assist prompts and scanning features are pure distraction for most drivers, and disabling them makes your Volkswagen feel more refined. Feature number 3, driving data or trip logging and online services tracking. Disable what you don't need. Many Volkswagens come with settings that collect and share driving data through connected services. Things like usage stats, vehicle analytics, location-based services, and app-linked tracking. A lot of owners never turn this on intentionally. It's just enabled by default during setup or updates. Disabling the unnecessary data sharing makes your VW feel more private and less always connected. Feature number 2, Lock-Unlock Confirmation Beep or Horn Chirp. Disable it. A lot of Volkswagen models are set up to give you an audio confirmation when you lock or unlock, either a little beep or a full horn chirp depending on the setup and region. It's supposed to feel reassuring, but day to day, it's one of the most pointless noises your car makes. It creates unnecessary attention in parking lots. It's annoying in quiet neighborhoods at night, and it makes you look like you're honking for no reason when you're simply locking the car. Over time, it also trains you to rely on the sound instead of the visual confirmation, when the better solution is simple: keep the light flash confirmation and remove the noise. Once you disable the acoustic confirmation, your VW instantly feels more premium and less cheap alarm system. You still get the same security and the same lock confirmation, just without broadcasting it to everyone around you. In most Volkswagen menus, this is under Vehicle Settings/Central Locking, with options like acoustic confirmation for lock and unlock. Turn those off and keep the visual flash. Feature number 1, Fake Engine Noise, Sound Actor, or Sound Enhancement. Disable it. This is the most "why is this even a thing" feature on a lot of Volkswagen models, especially sport trims. VW adds artificial engine sound through the speakers, or a sound actuator, to make the car feel louder and more aggressive. But in real driving, it usually comes across as a weird, low-frequency drone that doesn't match what the engine is actually doing. The problem is, it doesn't sound natural. It gets tiring on longer drives, it can make the cabin feel less refined, and it masks the real feedback you should be hearing from the road and the engine. If you've ever felt like your VW sounds boomy inside but not really outside, this is often the reason. Disabling sound enhancement instantly makes the car feel more premium and relaxed. The cabin gets quieter, highway driving becomes smoother, and what you hear is the real engine, not an added soundtrack. If you made it this far, you've basically taken your Volkswagen from "why does it do that" to "this is how it should have felt" from day one. These settings are exactly what make a VW feel smoother, quieter, more responsive, and way less annoying in daily driving. Now I want to hear from you. Which one of these features was the worst on your car, and which one made the biggest difference after you changed it? Drop your Volkswagen model and year in the comments too. Golf, Jetta, Passat, Tiguan, Atlas, because menus can vary, and I'll tell you the exact path to find the settings on your setup. If this video helped, hit like so more VW owners can find it, and subscribe to VW Hub for more practical VW tips, settings, and fixes that actually improve the driving experience. No fluff. I'm also planning a follow-up with step-by-step menu paths by model, plus the best daily settings combo for comfort, smooth driving, and peace of mind. Thanks for watching. This is Volkswagen Hub, and I'll see you in the next one.